Jumping on the clouds from HackerRank. So let's try to solve this exercise together and show you how I did it. So first of all, what is this exercise? We have Emma that is jumping on clouds, and she wants to know what is the shortest journey that she can make. So what are her options? She can jump one cloud at a time or two clouds at a time. And on the clouds that she has, there are clouds that are not jumpable. That means they are rainy or something. And she simply can't jump on those. So as you can see the array here, that means the clouds that are available for her. There is a valid cloud, a bad cloud, a valid cloud, valid cloud, valid cloud, bad cloud, and a valid cloud. So how it looks, it could be something like this. Let's call it cloud. And you have good cloud. And let's take a bad cloud here. Let's call it bad. Good, bad, good, 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 bad, good. Good, bad, good, 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 bad, good. Okay. So we have something like this flow of clouds, and we need to know the process of getting from here to the last cloud right here. So we can jump 2 steps each time. Let's make it a bit easier on the eyes. Good, bad, good, good, good. That will be easier. She needs to reach from here to here and in the shortest amount of steps. So she can jump 2 clouds, 2 clouds. Let's not pause. Good, bad, good, 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 bad, good. So yeah, that's the one. Okay. So let's say we have something like this just to show that the to jump is not valid here. So she starts from here and she wants to jump 2 steps to right here, but this cloud is not valid. So she'll need to take 1 step. So it's one jump and then she'll jump 2. And then she wants to jump another 2 steps, but she can't. So she'll jump another one and in the end 2 steps. Okay, so let's show it on the code. I started using Go. It's really nice to use it. I don't have any more, let's call it compilation, not compilation. I don't have any bugs of misusing items with arrays or integers, all of those stuff, because everything is predefined and the compiler helps me. So we have this new function, jumping on the clouds, and we get an array of 0 and 1s that define the clouds. And let's just start and show how the process works. So first of all, we define the jumps. It's initialized to 0. This is by default from Go. This is what will return in the end. And we have let's call it the current index. And it's marked as 0 because we're starting from the first cloud. And we have the end index as the last cloud that we want to reach to. So that means just size of the clouds minus 1. And now we'll start an endless loop. This is how Go endless loop looks like. And we have the first check. If current index equals to the end index, that means that we reach to the end. So we just want to return the jumps that we calculated till here. If this if statement is not valid, so we need to handle this loop iteration. And we'll try first of all to check the 2-step jump. What does it mean? That we have the current index as where we are now. So let's do something like this. 0, 0, 1, 1, and 0, of course. We need to reach to the end of the valid cloud. So we are starting from here as the current index, as you can see here. And we want to see if we can jump 2 steps. So we're taking current index, adding 2, and that means that we are right here. And we are adding this just for later. I'll explain why. And we have this if statement check is if two-step index is lower or equal from the end index. That means that we are somewhere here and not, let's call it, overflowed to the end of the array. So if so, and of course, we need to check if this cloud is valid. As you can see in this process, it's not valid, so we can't do this jump. But let's say it is. If so, we just increase the index in another step. So I'll go back to why I did the above here. Is simply that I know that I'm here, and by the exercise, they said that there will always be a valid path to the end. So that means that, first of all, I'm taking to the next step as one-step cloud. It doesn't matter if it's valid now or not, because one of them will be valid. So after that, I'm doing this check, and if this check is valid, that means I can jump 2 steps, as that's what I want. I want to have the least amount of steps as my solution. I'll just increase the index in another one. And then I have the current index increased to where I needed, and I'll increase the jumps to what is needed as well, because I just did a jump. If that's, let's say, confuses you, so you could do something like this. That means if I'm having a 2 jump, if I'm jumping 2 steps, so this will be C index plus 2. And else, that means I'm jumping only 1 step, so this could be only 1 step, so I increase the index by 1. It does the same thing exactly, just I prefer to have less lines, but maybe things get a bit complicated in this way. And let's clean this out. Okay, and then we jump to jumps and get to the next iteration of the loop. And we continue the same flow and process that I just explained, and until we reach to the end of the cloud, to the last cloud. And that means that the current index of the cloud will equal to the end index, and then we just return the jumps. And we should get 4. As you can see here, I already solved it, but that's the solution. Would be happy to hear your thoughts. Thank you.